Hi folks, I'm Last Blaster and we're here on Skyblock Infinite. I'm going to go start off a new world. We see we've got our options here. And I'm going to go and take these options now. I've played a lot of Skyblock and so we're going to start off with this new world. And we're going to come up here. We have our seed and we're just going to click start twice. And that will get us going. And we have started and it's loaded in. And I can see that we have some flowers over there. You see that we have acacia over there. It looks like spruce. And something over there, I'm not quite sure what. Oh, and we've cherry there as well. So that's why I've chosen this, because there's lots of stuff in it. But let's get started, because nothing's going to happen until we get started. So as per usual, let's break here and see if we can get some seeds. Okay, one seed. Okay, that'll be good for later. And just get them, and that'll be it. And then we'll break our tree, and we'll do what everybody does in every Skyblock, and that is make a cobble generator and get going. Now, normally what I would do is I would set this up in such a way that I create dirt down further, and I use half slabs for mob proofing, but I am not going to do that now. What I'm actually going to do is I actually want to keep them fairly flat. So let me hopefully not lose too much dirt here. So my next step is to basically just build out the island. I'm using the dirt here to expand. What I'm actually doing is I'm trying to prevent saplings from falling off the edge. Making mistakes as I go, but still collecting all the dirt to try and make this as wide as possible. So the plan obviously is just to get this so that we don't lose the saplings. And now it's back over to the dirt and breaking up the grass, and we're going to break area for our cobble generator. So I'm just deciding that the lava is going this side and the water is going to go this side and flow down. Okay, that's done. So the next thing to do is expand the island. We can't start mining until we get wood. So let us just get a little bit more room so that the saplings don't fall into the void. And then we can get some wood and start mining. So first things first, let's get some of the wood. But not all of it. Just yet. I'm not quite ready yet. Okay, so let us... what I'm going to do here is jump over here. And we're going to make... I was hoping to fall down with that, but at least we didn't lose it. So, the usual. Get started here. So let's get the water in place first. And then the lava. And then we need to make our first pickaxe. Now I know some people who like to go and do a whole load of work and get lots of cobble, but I'm literally going to get 3 first here and make a stone one. Okay. And that's really it. And now we're just into the standard bit of grinding. And this is what it is. This is essentially what Skyblock is all about, at least in the early game. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just add slabs. And like I said, I'm just going to go with top slabs initially. The reason for this is just I do want the area to be spawnable for the wandering trader. And I'm not going to get much off wandering traders in the early game because I won't have any emeralds. Although I might, if I were to say go over to the trial chamber that's over there. But that's still a bit away yet. Okay, and I'll put this away and that away for a minute. I had a moment of heart attack there when I saw no tree because it was at the wrong angle. Alright, so I'm just going to build very quickly here to get a base platforming, but my plan for the world is not to be randomly building out. I want to have something that's a little bit more planned and work out from 0, 0. I'm not the best builder in the world. but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to try and get buildings done and kind of make a neater platform. Okay. Yay, there we go. We got one sapling. That is so important. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do is 1, 2, 1, 2. So I'm going to plant that one there to get that going. It should be still within where we can plant other ones. I'm not going to plant the second one just yet until I get a platform built for that. But what I could do is I could get this started though. So yeah, it's just time to mine cobble, and that's it. There's a lot of grinding in Skyblock, and this is absolutely all about grinding, grinding, grinding. And that's it. Grind, grind, grind. So while I was just doing that, I thought I may as well start building a little tower over my head here. We are going to get phantoms at some point, and the way to stop phantoms is basically to have a block over your head to prevent spawning. So normally what I'll do is I'll just build this around the cobble chain, just so we don't need it in the future. It's just to prevent the spawns. Don't need it right now. So I think it's time that we just do a little bit of building out here and get our platform a little bit bigger. I'm so nervous at the start of the game that I am doing a lot of shifting just to make sure I don't fall off and lose what little materials I have. I'm not as afraid as I used to be, but at the same time I still shift an awful lot, probably far more than I should. Yeah, but we'll figure it out as we go. So it's time for a furnace, because what we need to do is we are going to need to get torches basically. So we need to make charcoal, and the way you do it is obviously you take a log and you burn the log, and the log becomes charcoal, and you're able to use that for creating torches when you put it in the right way around, of course. Alright, so it's back to the grind. Now why are we doing this? Well, you might think it's because we can light it up for mob spawns. Well, in actual fact, I'm more thinking about, in this case, about the fact that trees and saplings need light to grow. They won't grow during the night because there's not enough light, so if we put up a torch, there's a better chance for them to grow. While we're at it, we can always add a flower, so that gives us an opportunity to get a beehive. Now it's lower here with oak than with birch, but it's worth a look. Oh yeah, it's all about the grind, 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 grind. Yep, here we are, just busting away on our cobble. Okay. Alright, so the sun has come up, and so it's time to do a little bit of building around here. So I'm going to expand northwards, which I tend not to do in a lot of my skyblocks. So I want to go north and get 0, 0 to be in the part, and then what I do is I'm going to start designing the base around the actual 0, 0 of the world, rather than the midpoint of this actual little island. From there, it's pretty much a case of doing a load of expansion of the island, just trying to make it a little bit bigger. Basically with the aim of getting more dirt block areas that I can start to build out and have a tree farm to get more wood, because I am obviously going to need a lot more wood in this, especially if I go for a mob farm where I need a lot of trapdoors. And with the trees starting to grow and the tree farm expanding, it's time to build my very first stone axe in the world and get chopping down some trees. And this tree is a substantial tree. I don't normally like big trees, but I'm happy to have this big tree here now. With the tree farm gone, it's kind of something a little bit risky. I'm just going to place some water, and I'm going to go under the island, and I'm going to place slabs under it, so that if I ever need to get the dirt, there's less likelihood of it falling into the... We see that I have a recording symbol on over there in the corner. That is because I went and I got replay mod after this, but the problem is that the initial recordings didn't actually take properly for some reason, so I couldn't use them. I will have some later on, where just to give you some view around the island as I'm doing some stuff, but this is me just basically getting the underside of the island done. I had to go to down the other side as well to get it finished though. So we'll place the bucket on the other side and then actually put the bucket away so we don't lose it, because it'd be bad to die here. The sun is going down on the second day. You saw we have another tree growing there. I'm going to come down here underneath and just try and place a few more blocks to try and save more dirt under the island for when we need. So that is where we're at. let us try and get another sapling. Seems that one hasn't grown yet. This is how it's going to be for the next couple of days. Just grind, grind, grind. What I want to do as well as the wood, I want to get charcoal, and I want to start smelting the stone that I've collected. Alright, so what I'm going to do is make one of these. Get that going over there, collect these. For now, and start thinking about getting one bone meal together somehow. So at this point I was just expanding the island and thinking about smelting some stone so that I could get some stone brick instead of just having all cobble, because cobble is just on its own as an ugly block. It's fine if we texture, but yeah, it's just an ugly block. But yeah, we just have to work away with it until we get something new. And with the charcoal smelted and created, we just split up a stack of cobble between two furnaces, and we're going to get some stone brick from that. Okay, it is the morning of day 3. So, what are we going to do? I think we need to expand the island a bit and hopefully get some more trees growing. Yeah, but what we're going to do is we're going to take some of the stone and turn it into stone brick and work with that. I know it's kind of a waste already, but here we go. At the end of the day, we're going to be grinding anyway, so. From there, it was a matter of basically just replacing some of the stuff I'd already done with the stone brick, just to create this kind of concentric square rings pattern, alternating between the stone brick and the cobble, just to kind of break up the texture and just so make it not so ugly. Just try and do something a little bit prettier. And just kind of then start expanding the island. Of course, what I'm doing here is I've my 0, 0 point, and it's just a matter of working around that 0, 0 point, just to, you know, so the center of the island will take off. I'm not going to leave with a square. I am definitely going to look at doing circles later on, but I just need to expand the island for now. From here, it's really just a matter of this building up. This is kind of boring, so I'm just going to kind of skip this sequence. Yeah, I'm just basically chopping out and building where I need to build to try and get around. Just expanding the island because I have so much more to do. We're well past 0, 0 and we're making this circle around it as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to freak out and have a quick look at the island. Oh. Oh, that's nice. I like that. That looks like some thought went into it. Night fell pretty quick, so it was time to go and basically do a whole load more cobble mining, because of the fact that I don't have a bed yet. I'm going to start thinking of a platform for getting resources for building up the mob farm. So that means I need a lot of cobble, something in the region of maybe 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 stacks minimum of cobble, or stone for that matter. And then I'm going to need a whole lot of wood for trapdoors. So it's a lot to be done. So basically now is the time to start getting some resources together and give you kind of a look at the island as well, just now that I finally got replay working. And you can kind of see what's going on around me as well with all of the other islands. I believe one of them might be dripstone as well, so that is excellent for when it comes time to get more lava. Oh yeah, all pretty, but we just got so much work to do. And I think I'm just going to do a lot of that grinding off camera, basically. So the plan next is that we're going to get some of the dirt that's under the island, because we are on the middle layer at the moment, so we want to get some stuff from that bottom layer. And we're going to use that to just basically add a few more spots where we can get some tree. Oh, okay. Oh well. Yeah, let's hopefully we don't lose too much more dirt. So the plan anyway is obviously that we want to get more trees planted, because we need so much more wood for the... Oh, I thought we were going to lose that one as well. Alright, okay. So let's just skip ahead and plant some trees. Just going to fill in the gaps here as well so we don't fall down. Lovely, yeah. And yeah, so let's go and put the blocks down so we can actually get more trees going. Basically, for all that wood we're going to need, so just going to kind of count roughly where we're going to be. Yeah, that'll do nicely. And over here somewhere. So yeah, we'll just get them going basically. Quick count, roughly where I want them to be, that'll do. And then one more over here. And that'll be us. And now it's time to start fixing up all around the island. So now I got a decision to make. Do I build the mob farm here at this level, or do I build it down at the bottom of the world where there'll be a higher spawn rate and I will get more drops from it? I'm kind of tempted just to stay at this level, which is what I did in my last Skyblock. That way there's less travel up and down because it's a long way down, and then you've got to do the lava cast down, and the lava cast is just ugly. I think I am going to just do it on this level. So I am thinking of that. I am just going to do this one last kind of ring around and kind of finish off the edge from here. Definitely need to add some torches because there's a chance of mob spawns because the island is getting bigger. Night is falling, so I think this is going to be the last one on this ring, and that'll be the outer ring done. It's going to be kind of a typical thing, but the nights are obviously going to be spent just doing cobble. That's it. And then the mornings will be spent working on wood as I consider my options for the next thing I'm going to do, which is most likely going to be just working towards that mob grinder so that I can get bones. Daytime was mostly spent doing trees, but then I've also started on thinking about the mob farm position. I am staying at this level. I'm working my way out from 0-0, and I am going to go north. I do typically build my mob farms off to the north, and I was trying to avoid it this time. But looking around at where I'm going to be building out from places to get everywhere else, it looks like north is actually the best direction for me. So off north we go. That's how it is. We are making it 3 wide though, just for safeties. I don't like 1 wides over it. Now the thing is that mob farm is going to be an even number of blocks, so this will be off centered. I don't think anybody's going to be surprised to know that I spent the next night just mining cobble so that we can just go through all that cobble mining we need to build this mob farm and make progress in this world. And that's where we're going to leave it for now. And I hope you'll join me in the next one and subscribe.